Today, we're going to talk about one of the most fundamental pillars of our health, our mental health, and our physical performance: sleep. Getting a sufficient amount and quality of sleep is non-negotiable for everything from cognitive function, hormone regulation, immune system strength, to our ability to learn and manage our emotions. If you're not sleeping well, virtually every system in your body is operating at a suboptimal level. It's the foundation upon which all other aspects of our well-being are built. Many people struggle with sleep, turning to various aids, but often overlook the powerful, cost-free tools available to them. The great news is that improving your sleep doesn't necessarily require complex protocols or prescriptions. The key lies in understanding the underlying biology of sleep and aligning our behaviors with our body's natural rhythms. The tools I'm going to share with you today are all grounded in rigorous scientific research. These are actionable, evidence-based strategies that leverage the mechanisms already built into your nervous system and biology to promote deep, restorative sleep. We're not talking about quick fixes, but about building a sustainable foundation for better sleep for the rest of your life. In this video, I'm going to walk you through 5 key principles for naturally unlocking better sleep. We'll break down the science behind each one, explaining why it works, so you can implement these changes with a clear understanding of the powerful effects they have on your physiology. By the end, you'll have a complete toolkit of behavioral protocols that you can start using tonight to fundamentally transform your relationship with sleep and, as a result, improve every aspect of your waking life. The first, and arguably most critical tool for optimizing your sleep is maintaining a consistent sleep-wake schedule. This means going to bed and waking up at the same time every day, plus or minus about 30 minutes, even on weekends. The reason this is so powerful is that it directly entrains your circadian rhythm. Think of your circadian rhythm as a master clock within your brain, specifically in an area called the suprachiasmatic nucleus, that dictates a 24-hour cycle for nearly all your biological processes, including the release of hormones like cortisol and melatonin. When this clock is properly set, your body learns to anticipate sleep and wakefulness, making it easier to fall asleep at night and wake up feeling refreshed in the morning without an alarm. This consistency acts as a powerful anchor, or Zeitgeber, a German word for time giver, for your entire system. When you have a fluctuating schedule, for instance, staying up late and sleeping in on weekends, you're essentially giving your body jet lag without ever changing time zones. This misalignment between your internal clock and your external environment can lead to difficulty falling asleep, grogginess upon waking, and a general feeling of being off throughout the day. By locking in your wake-up time, you are sending a clear, consistent signal to your master clock, which then orchestrates a cascade of downstream hormonal and metabolic events that prepare you for a productive day and a restful night. So, the practical protocol here is to determine a wake-up time that you can adhere to 7 days a week. This is the primary anchor. Your bedtime will then naturally start to adjust. You might find that after a few days or a week of consistently waking at, say, 6:30 a.m., you'll begin to feel sleepy around 10:30 p.m. This is your body's homeostatic sleep pressure, building up in perfect concert with your now regulated circadian rhythm. It's a simple, yet profoundly effective mechanism for telling your brain and body exactly when it's time to be alert and when it's time to rest. Once you've established a consistent schedule, the next step is to create a deliberate transition period between your waking state and sleep. This is your bedtime routine, a sequence of calming activities that signals to your brain and body that the time for rest is approaching. In our modern, fast-paced lives, we often expect to go from a state of high alert, working, scrolling on our phones, watching an exciting movie, directly to sleep. This is biologically unrealistic. Your nervous system needs time to shift from the sympathetic state, which is our fight or flight, alert mode, to the parasympathetic state, our rest and digest mode, which is permissive for sleep. A structured wind-down routine, lasting anywhere from 30 to 60 minutes, facilitates this crucial neurological shift. The specific activities are less important than the consistency and the calming nature of the routine itself. This could involve things like light reading, using a physical book or an e-reader without a backlight, journaling, gentle stretching or mobility work, or taking a warm bath or shower. The slight drop in body temperature after you get out of a warm bath actually mimics a natural temperature drop that occurs prior to sleep onset, further signaling to your body that it's time to rest. It's about creating a predictable sequence that your brain comes to associate with sleep. The key here is to curate a list of activities that you find genuinely relaxing and, crucially, that do not involve bright screens. You might listen to calm music, a podcast on a non-stimulating topic, or guided meditation. The goal is to reduce cognitive load and external stimulation. By repeating this same sequence of behaviors night after night, you are creating a powerful conditioned response. Just as the sound of a bell caused Pavlov's dogs to salivate, the initiation of your bedtime routine will begin to automatically trigger the physiological processes that lead to sleepiness, making it easier to fall asleep once your head hits the pillow. This brings us to a specific and, honestly, critical component of any modern sleep hygiene protocol: limiting exposure to bright light, particularly from screens, in the hours before bed. The light that emanates from our phones, tablets, computers, and televisions is rich in blue wavelength light. During the day, this blue light is beneficial. It's the same type of light that comes from the sun, and it powerfully signals to our brain that it's time to be awake and alert. However, this same mechanism becomes a major problem when we are exposed to it at night. The photoreceptive cells in our retina, specifically the intrinsically photosensitive retinal ganglion cells, are highly sensitive to this blue light. When these cells detect blue light after sunset, they send a direct signal to the suprachiasmatic nucleus, our master clock, essentially telling it, it's still daytime. This signal actively suppresses the release of melatonin, a key hormone that helps regulate the sleep-wake cycle. Melatonin doesn't so much generate sleep as it informs the brain and body that it's nighttime, and that conditions are right for sleep to occur. By blasting our eyes with blue light from screens in the evening, we are artificially delaying this crucial melatonin signal, which can make it significantly harder to fall asleep and can disrupt the overall quality of our sleep architecture. The actionable protocol is to avoid all screens for at least 1 to 2 hours before your intended bedtime. I understand this can be challenging for many people, so if you absolutely must use a screen, there are harm mitigation strategies. You can use your device's built-in night mode or blue light filter, which shifts the screen's color temperature toward the redder, warmer end of the spectrum. You can also wear blue light blocking glasses in the evening. However, the most effective strategy is simply to power down your devices and replace that screen time with the non-screen activities from your bedtime routine. Dimming the overhead lights in your home is also a crucial part of this light management protocol. The physical environment in which you sleep plays a profound role in the quality and duration of your rest. Your brain remains highly sensitive to sensory input even while you're asleep, and it's constantly scanning the environment for potential threats or disruptions. Therefore, it's essential to engineer your bedroom to be a sanctuary for sleep, optimized across 3 key variables: temperature, light, and sound. The goal is to create a space that is cool, dark, and quiet, minimizing any sensory information that could interfere with your ability to fall into and stay in a deep state of sleep. First, let's talk about temperature. For your body to initiate and maintain sleep, your core body temperature needs to drop by about 1 to 3 degrees Fahrenheit. Sleeping in a room that is too warm can interfere with this natural process of thermoregulation, leading to more frequent awakenings and less time spent in deep, restorative sleep stages. The ideal temperature for most people is somewhere between 60 and 67 degrees Fahrenheit, or about 15 to 19 degrees Celsius. You want the room to feel cool, even slightly cold, when you get into bed, allowing your body to easily shed heat into the cool environment. Next is darkness. As we've discussed, light is the most powerful external cue for regulating your circadian rhythm. Any light exposure during the night, even from a small LED on an electronic device or a street lamp outside your window, can be enough to disrupt melatonin production and fragment your sleep. The goal is to make your bedroom as close to pitch black as possible. This means using blackout curtains or blinds, covering or removing any electronics with lights, or wearing a comfortable sleep mask. Finally, sound. Sudden intermittent noises are particularly disruptive to sleep. You can create a consistent, quiet environment by using a white noise machine, a fan, or earplugs to mask any abrupt sounds that might otherwise wake you. What and when you eat and drink can have a significant impact on your ability to fall asleep and the quality of that sleep. Two of the biggest culprits that disrupt sleep are caffeine and large meals consumed too late in the day. Caffeine is a powerful psychoactive stimulant that works by blocking adenosine receptors in your brain. Adenosine is a chemical that builds up throughout the day, creating sleep pressure or the feeling of sleepiness. By blocking its action, caffeine makes you feel more alert, which is great in the morning but detrimental at night. The key thing to understand about caffeine is its half-life, which is typically around 5 to 6 hours. This means that if you have a cup of coffee at 3 p.m., half of that caffeine is still circulating in your system at 8 or 9 p.m., actively interfering with your ability to fall asleep. Even if you are someone who claims you can drink an espresso and fall right asleep, studies show that the architecture of your sleep, the amount of time you spend in deep and REM sleep, is still significantly impaired. The simple and highly effective protocol is to avoid all caffeine within 8 to 10 hours of your bedtime. For most people, this means setting a firm caffeine cutoff time, something like 2 p.m., and sticking to it. Similarly, eating a large, heavy meal close to bedtime can disrupt sleep. Digestion is an active metabolic process that can raise your core body temperature, which, as we know, is the opposite of what needs to happen for sleep initiation. A large meal, particularly one high in fat or spicy foods, can also cause physical discomfort like acid reflux when you lie down. The ideal protocol is to finish your last meal of the day at least 2 to 3 hours before you go to bed. This gives your body ample time to complete the most intensive part of digestion. If you do feel hungry before bed, a small carbohydrate-rich snack can sometimes be beneficial, as it can help with the transport of tryptophan into the brain, a precursor to serotonin and melatonin. So there you have it. 5 powerful, science-backed, and entirely behavioral tools you can use to unlock better sleep. We've covered the importance of a consistent sleep-wake schedule to anchor your circadian rhythm, the power of a wind-down routine to signal rest to your nervous system, the critical need to manage light exposure, how to optimize your bedroom for sleep, and the impact of timing your food and caffeine intake. Each of these protocols is a lever you can pull to directly and positively influence your biology for better sleep. I encourage you to start implementing these tonight. You don't have to be perfect or adopt all 5 changes at once. The key is to start somewhere. Perhaps begin by setting a consistent wake-up time for the next week and see how you feel. Or maybe your first step is simply to charge your phone outside of your bedroom tonight. Remember that consistency is far more important than intensity. Small, sustainable adjustments to your daily habits can compound over time to create a profound and lasting improvement in your sleep quality and, by extension, your overall health and well-being. Sleep is not a luxury, it is a biological necessity. By taking deliberate control of the behaviors and environmental factors that govern your sleep, you are making one of the single best investments you can possibly make in your long-term health. These tools are available to you. They are free, and they are grounded in robust science. Start applying them, be patient with the process, and you will give yourself the incredible gift of restorative sleep. Thank you for your time and attention.